This is my review of the Black & Decker 60 volt max string trimmer kit with easy feed. It has a 13-inch cutting path. I'm cutting through some thick weeds right through a little creek on a property. This is in Tennessee with very thick grass. The mower has two speed settings. It uses the same 60 volt batteries as their push lawnmower does, which I already had, which is why I figured I would buy this because the batteries are compatible. And I also had other 20 volt Black & Decker batteries, and the same chargers work actually. You can use, you can also flip it around to do edging as well. There's a little metal guard to keep it at the right angle. You can adjust the plastic handle up or down for different lengths, and I'm 5'6", and I still felt like, there's the two speeds. Here's it on one. It's not doing much. Honestly, one's just for very light weeds. It's still fairly strong, but once the battery starts to run out, you're not looking at much. Two, which I think I get to here, is much better. Yeah, see, takes a little bit of effort to get those weeds on one. Two, you pretty much want to use all the time. The biggest problem with this is the battery life. It's like if you're running it full out, you're getting 10 to 15 minutes of it. So if you just have some light weeds to go around the house, it's okay. For a job like this, it's definitely underpowered to do, from a water source, just heavy grass. It's a waste of time, basically. But for around your house, it's fairly good. It has an easy feed system where you're supposed to just push a button and it feeds more string into it. That seemed to work some of the time, and you have to buy these pre-done spools from Black & Decker that work with it. You can't just get a line, so it is more expensive, but if you're not used to using weed eaters, it is easier to use. Overall, I would say for what it is, it works well. Just you're going to want to get bigger than a 1.5 battery, and if you don't have multiple batteries, you're going to get very frustrated with this. Probably want to get a 2.5 amp battery with this at least. Overall, fairly comfortable, lightweight, works well. Just the cons are the easy string trimmer doesn't always work how I'd want it to, and then I'd end up having to just pull it apart and kind of manually do it. And the battery life's terrible. The price is expensive for the market for a Black & Decker, which is not a commercial grade kind of product. And yeah, but you can see, I mean, it did the job. That's heavy work for what's not commercial grade equipment, I'd say. Since then, I've upgraded to a more commercial grade string trimmer, and life is much better. But if you have less severe needs than I did, then and you already have some other Black & Decker tools like their 60 volt or 20 volt system, then this might be a good option for you. I hope this video helps in your buying decision.